It's why I think kids should have jobs.
More people should. On Tim Pool.
Agreed?
Yes, I agree.
Subscribe to Slambagad. Oh, we got another one of these.
Welcome back to another episode of Tim, Nice But Dim. Recently, Tim decided to complain that Seth Rogen and his wife, something Tim hopes to have one day, told the world they live happily without kids.
Now a warning.
This video will likely contain lots of swearing and editing and clips out of context because it's biased as
The man asked me a hard question. So we have this quote from Seth Rogen about not wanting to have kids, and it's really sad.
If it's so sad, then why has Tim not mentioned Ricky Gervais and his girlfriend choosing not to have kids also? Might have just slipped his mind. Or maybe he just never noticed what he said.
Look, I think it's great to have kids. I think you should have kids. I think more people should have kids.
Damn ironic, isn't it?
That you say that because many of the comments under this video say they do not want Seth to have kids. So your audience must be full of
climate cultists don't want you to have kids, and the Malthusians don't want you to have kids, but I think you should. And before I get millions of comments from people being like, "Where's your kids, Tim?" I'll just put it this way: we have 2 extra bedrooms in our house,
just in case you need more male employees living at your compound.
It's a weird thing for someone who hasn't experienced something to be like,
it is better to not have experienced said thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, how would I know? I would not like to be graped. I've never experienced it.
There are people who have kids,
Obviously.
and the overwhelming majority, this is true, would not give up their children to go back to lying in bed, sleeping in, naked, and smoking pot.
Wait, what's your point? What?
Are you telling me that most people with kids are not sociopaths? And that choosing to not have kids is comparable to realising you not want to end your kids because you kind of like them after the fact? When was the last time you spoke to your dad?
Ask anybody who has children. You've experienced life with your child. Would you give all that up if you could go back to laying in bed naked for extended periods of time and smoking pot? And you know what they will tell you?
That they can't wait for you to have kids so they can see the world's first child-safe skate park.
Like it.
I certainly can recognize objective fact.
I'm sure that's exactly what you want these people to believe.
I certainly can recognize objective fact.
Then why'd you spell Seth's name wrong?
The man asked me a hard question. Humans have always loved having children, overwhelmingly. And while there are many people who may not like kids,
and maybe deservedly so,
and some people are better off not having kids and they don't want to have kids, I can respect that.
He respects it so much that he made this video explaining just how much he respects Seth and Lauren for their life choice.
The overwhelming majority of human beings want to have kids, enjoy having kids, and feel passion, love, and purpose for having kids. If they didn't, there would be no humans.
Because the act of making a kid is totally horrible and doesn't feel good at all.
This could be a cope.
Yep.
What if his wife can't have kids? You know, what if...
Say what one more goddamn time.
What if something happened to her and they cried over it? And she miscarried.
And what if you pretended to be a journalist and asked them to comment instead of just making up complete nonsense?
No.
40 years from now, Seth will be dead. No, I mean that in a mean way. Like, I don't know how old he's in his late 40s. I certainly can recognize objective fact.
Getting basic facts wrong that are easily and quickly verifiable doesn't mean you can't trust Tim with geopolitical news in general because he cares about those facts. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted your excellent point. Seth's going to be dead.
His wife will be alive, and she will be petitioning government to pay for her assisted living.
You think so?
Obviously, Lauren will be scrounging off the government when Seth dies because she won't have a pot to piss in.
It's funny because people just don't shut up. They're like, have kids, Tim. And I was like, guys,
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Stop telling Tim to have kids. He's busy, got to go to work, telling other people to have kids.
It is lazy, entitled individuals who are not having kids. I'm going to turn 38 in 3 days and I don't have kids. Lazy, entitled individuals. I don't have kids. Lazy.
Okay, I get it.
Tim's current girlfriend works as chief operating officer of his company, and me thinks the reason he doesn't have kids might be because
once a kid's like 9 years old, children should have jobs.
Total dickhead.
You get all these people and they're nasty. They're nasty people, not everybody. They go online and they attack and insult anybody who says they don't want to have kids or don't have kids.
What kind of audience who listens to a childless bellend perpetually in a beanie would ever do such a thing under this very video?
Like the bloody video.